here at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I don't even know why his team showed up.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. 7 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey.
Throwing again. Jackson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, it's Brady. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Nick Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Hey, report. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Landry now on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
53.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
To Kiki QT.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there.
Chubb, the ball.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
The kick is
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Browns 14, Ravens nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson, forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And finally taken down at the 34. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34-yard line. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
It's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check 26, check 26. Check, check. Lucky.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
They go play action with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 6. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Wilson.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A run for Nick Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
A 29-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Blue there. Mike spot 9. Report.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go. 180. 56. Finish up. Tackle. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I hope he bucks it up.
On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone dump them?
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Browns 24, Ravens 20. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Brady. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 52. He's crashing. Hey, report. Report. You. Mike 51. Oh, here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They hand off to their big tight end, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is QT, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of 3.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
2 yards.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
The 8-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
40, 53.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Carrier. The tackle made by B.J. Hill. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. This is Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
56. Mike's 56. Come on. Watch safety creep. Watch report. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yo. Let's go. You tighten up. Wide. Get wide.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Baltimore Raven.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
35-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
He's tackled.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, middle. Ready? 56. Yeah. Mike 56. Ready? You must be true. Mike 56. 13. 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got it inside the 10 at the 8. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Short of the goal line.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Browns 38, Ravens 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ravens. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. They're going to give it to Gordon. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
41. Browns 38.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But listen.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.